Letter K is for kabobs. I'm going to show y'all how I made these steak and chicken kabobs. I love how colorful, how flavorful, how seasoned they were. Okay, let's get into this recipe. Are y'all keeping up with this series? Okay, so if you got a pack of chicken tenders and steak and don't know what to do with it, watch this video. First of all, I only used about 4 chicken tenders. Trigger warning, I cleaned them off with some cold water vinegar, removed the tendon, and then I just used some kitchen shears, and I cut them up into cube-like pieces. That's literally all I did, and that was enough to make about 4 chicken skewers, chicken kebabs. And then I cut up a bell pepper. For this recipe, I used a green bell pepper, a red bell pepper, and half of a red onion. And I only had to use 1 red bell pepper because it was huge. And for the green bell peppers, I used 2 small ones, but so technically 1 as well. And then I used half of a red onion, and I chopped those up into super big cubes because they're going on the kebab, the skewer, the kebabs, and they will shrink down once you grill them. So you want to cut them up into decent sizes. And I also cut up some squash and zucchini and set those to the side and clean those off. Now, this is the fun part. You can layer your kebabs however you want to. I started off with a red bell pepper, a piece of squash. I added a chunk of chicken, a green bell pepper, and then I added a red onion and a zucchini, and then I just kept repeating those steps. But throughout these videos, throughout the rest of this video, you will see me just playing around with it. I added another piece of chicken. I added some more onions on top and squash. Just made it beautiful and colorful, and I just kept playing around with it until they came out so cute. I love making kebabs, and this series has really taken me out of my comfort zone, y'all. I'm on letter K already. Where is the time going? Okay, yeah, let's get into it. And I kind of did the same thing with the steak, but you will see that later on in the video. So after I finished the chicken kebabs, it made way more than 4. Sorry, it was like 6. I went in and I seasoned it. I used some chicken, onion powder, garlic powder, some sazon, and chicken Montreal. That's the seasoning that I was trying to think of the name. Now, with chicken kebabs or kebabs in general, remember you need to season each side. So I flipped them over and I just added the seasonings to the other side. No measurements, just make sure they're fully coated. Again, it was onion powder, garlic powder, sazon, and chicken Montreal. Trigger warning, I do clean off my steak with cold water and vinegar as well. Now, these were thinly sliced steaks, y'all. So in order to make them into like kebabs, you needed to make them into strips first. So I cut up the thinly sliced steaks into mini slices, as you see me doing. So that way when I add it to my kebab stick, it goes in like that. It's kind of hard to explain, but you will see me doing it like that. Basically, you just fold it on to the stick. Like you just poke a hole at the top and then keep folding it, like flipping it and folding it until it becomes like a chunk. Now, you don't have to do this method if you're not using thinly sliced steaks, but if you are, then that's a good method to use, so that way it still cooks evenly. And if you're not, just cut your steak up into cubes and just put them on a stick. And again, I just kept layering it. I used a red bell pepper, green one, zucchini, squash, and then I went in and season those as well. I use onion powder, garlic powder, steak seasoning, and a little bit of sazon, the rest that was left in the pack. And that was literally it. And again, I flipped it over and seasoned the other side as well. Now, again, these were thinly sliced steaks, so mine looks a little, like bunched up because I did the fold method. But again, if you have like a regular thick sliced steak, just cut it up into cubes and just put it on there. Kebabs are supposed to be fun, y'all. You can make them any way that you want. It's actually pronounced kebab or kebab, but the American version is kebabs. So however you say it in your culture, just make it fun. And then we just put the grill on and got the chicken kebabs and the steak kebabs all on one. They were able to cook at one time. That's why I like to grill them. If you have an indoor grill, you could do the same type of method, but baby, put these on a grill and let them cook. They do not take long at all. I paired it with some yellow rice, and you got all your vegetables, all of your protein on one stick, and baby, it was delicious. Letter K was for kebabs. Let me know if y'all enjoyed this recipe and if y'all are enjoying this series. Bye, y'all.